pass the ball, we're going right down his field, and we're going to score.
Over zone. What we said, Cap!
Boy, the gears in that guy's mind didn't mesh for a long time, I'll tell you that. He hit me.
Program lineup. Your name's never ball players. Your program lineup. Hey, Washington!
Big down. All right, there we go. What we said, ground left.
Right into the end zone. Touchdown.
Good evening. Well, 3 weeks ago, we showed you a match between the Washington Redskins and the LA Raiders that I described as the best game I'd ever seen. It had all the elements that make this sport great. High drama, great excitement, superb sportsmanship, and unpredictability, with the winner coming through in the dying seconds. Well, our game tonight has all that and more. Judge for yourself as we meet our old friends, the Green Bay Packers, in battle with the world champions, the Washington Redskins.
Today's interdivision game is a contrast to playing styles. The Redskins are an excellent ball control team who mix up their offensive plays very well. After losing the first game of the season, they have won the last 5 in a row. On the other hand, Green Bay are a hot and cold team with a 3-3 record, but an explosive pass offense with quarterback Lynn Dickey and wide receivers James Lofton and John Jefferson.
Well, in order to really enjoy the finale of this epic encounter, we're going to show you highlights of the first 3 periods, followed by play from the entire 4th quarter. So, without further ado, let's join the crowds at Lambeau Field Stadium for what promises to be an outstanding game.
3rd down and 9. Theismann is back, trying to get the screen off. And that screen intended for Joe Washington. That could have been a lateral.
That might be, yeah.
Or a fumble.
What?
And that's Mike Douglas.
Mike Douglas, the Mad Dog, and he likes to be called that. John Stenerud for the conversion. And this Packer crowd, all 56,000 of them, love those 3 offensive plays of the Redskins. Stenerud to the uprights, and Green Bay, without an offensive possession, leads the Washington Redskins 7-0. They've marked it at the 3-yard line. 2nd down, goal to go. Joe Gibbs, the young coach of the Redskins, looking on. Wansley is in motion. Riggins fumbled the football. The ball is loose at the goal line. The Pack is saying, we've got it.
Of course. They're going to say
Riggins, who just does not fumble the ball, has just coughed it up. Well, the Packers have indicated touchdown, but the officials have not.
What did it appear?
Well, I guess they don't have to bother. It was fumbled and recovered in the end zone, and the Redskins are on the scoreboard.
Who covered it? I
think it was Clint Didier, the tight end.
There were a bunch of folks down there grubbing around for it.
That was rather anticlimactic. I couldn't even see. Okay, Bobby.
Theismann will hold, and Mark Mosley, 2 fine place kickers here tonight. High snap. Theismann quickly gets it down, and the Redskins, in short order, have tied this football game up.
It didn't take them long, did it?
And this will be just about Stenerud's distance. He's 7 of 8 this year with the long of 46. And, of course, became the NFL's 2nd all-time leading scorer earlier this year, passing Jim Turner. A 47-yard attempt. Bucky Scribner, the holder. He's got the distance.
Oh, he does.
And he's got it through the uprights. And the Packers have taken the lead. 10-7. 42-yard field goal attempt by Mark Mosley. 12 of 15. Leading the NFL in scoring after 6 games, and he is dead solid perfect. We've got a tied football game with 38 seconds remaining in the 1st quarter. Dickie Kaufman is there. This will be 6.
All right.
Paul Kaufman got individual coverage on Curtis Jordan as they tried to double up on the outside receivers Jefferson and Lofton, and he wiped out Jordan. 6 points, Green Bay. Packers on top, 17-10. We're in the second quarter with a little more than 11 minutes remaining in the first half. And the Redskins threatening to tie it up. Riggins. Wansley leads Riggins into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Talking to Jerry Rome before the game, he says it's amazing. They really do. Riggins kind of comes in. He says he's really a different kind of cat because you never met anybody like him. But he'll come in and before the game, he says, yeah, give it to me 30 times. So they give it to him 30 times. I said, what would you do if he said, give it to me 3 times? He said, I guess we just give it to him 3 times. He does what he wants to.
Mosley puts the tying conversion point on the scoreboard, and we've got a 17-17 lock. They're not planning on running it in.
Why should they?
Complete. Paul Kaufman's having himself a night.
Isn't he?
And Curtis Jordan is too, but it's the opposite side of the night. I do enjoy these kind of games. They're fun, aren't they? They really are. Just put that ball up in the air, do a little razzle-dazzle.
I tell you, there's going to be a lot of Washington players. They'll go in the locker room. They'll be looking at Richie Pettibon, their coach, saying, Coach, what do we do? What should we do?
Who are those guys?
They're trying to double up on Jefferson and Lofton, trying to handle Kaufman with the linebacker and the strong safety, Curtis Jordan. And Stenerud drills it through the uprights. 28-yard attempt. He's been good at 12 of 15 this season.
Let's keep an eye on number 81 on Green Bay. He's been, well, he didn't even go
He didn't even jump that time, right?
And Mosley splits the uprights. 2 seconds remain on the clock. And the Packers and the Redskins are playing a beauty here in Green Bay. At the 24-yard line, first and 10, and here comes Gary Ellis.
oh, yeah. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. He cut up right at the right time. He exploded right up the middle of the field, and they got it all going right now.
And while Green Bay, not noted as a running team, if you throw the ball as well as they have been throwing it, the defensive line of Washington has to think pass rush, and it makes it much easier to run. And Stenerud caps the first rushing touchdown against the Redskins in 5 games. 31-yard attempt now, Mark Mosley.
Oh, that was right through the middle.
And he pops it through, and the Redskins have to settle for 3. Second down goal to go. Warren in motion, and Theismann's back. Theismann got Joe Washington right at the goal line, but the officials are not indicating touchdown.
Well, it certainly appeared he was in the end zone when he caught the ball. It's pretty much the same play he caught to beat the Raiders. And I guess it is a touchdown.
Touchdown, yeah.
Yeah, they did give it to him. Mark Mosley through the uprights.
Getting closer.
And we draw closer. 31. Packers, the Redskins, 30. This will be a 28-yard attempt by Mosley. And Mosley is good once again. And now the Redskins have taken the lead.
3 periods of explosive, high-scoring football leaves the score Washington 33, Green Bay 31. Join us after the break for a climactic 4th quarter.
First down and 10, Green Bay, as we start the 4th quarter. And again on first down.
Got him.
Wide open. Down the sidelines, Gary Ellis.
Yeah.
And he's out of bounds at the 7-yard line. It'll be first down, goal to go. Mark Murphy made the saving tackle.
It's amazing how easy you can make it look when you have the time to throw.
That was a well-executed play all the way around. A little play action. You'll see him come out of the backfield, Ellis. Little quick fake to Eddie Lee up in the middle. He's got him 1-to-1 on the outside. They cleared it out.
Trying to cover with the linebacker, Mel Kaufman. It'll never work against a speedy back like Ellis. But what do? You have to double cover Lofton. You have to show double coverage on Jefferson occasionally. First down, goal to go. Roll for Dickey. Eddie Lee Ivory tried to get it in. Good defensive effort. Over on the left side, it was Mel Kaufman. It'll be second down, goal to go. Dickey, 17 of 23, 260 yards. Second down, goal to go. Remember, the Redskins have the #1 defense in the NFL against a rush. So one could expect Dickey maybe play action and firing the ball. A reverse. A walk-in by the tight end, Gary Lewis.
A beautiful call.
Whoa.
Absolutely beautiful call.
Wasn't that pretty?
We saw Gary Lewis come with that reverse against the Giants, Don. Remember?
Yep.
And he was taken trying to get into the end zone. This time it works for Green Bay, and they are back out on top.
Well, a lot of folks, I guess we might as well go ahead and tell everybody, but the coaches had a meeting a little while ago, and they decided the first team to 50 wins.
And it looks like they might both make it.
Yeah, first team 50 wins, so you got to get in there and hustle with them.
Dinnerud is on.
Come on, Jan. Zip.
That's 71 points.
The Packers draw out in front again, 38-33. That drive set up by a fine return of 56 yards on the kickoff by Harlan Huckleby.
Let's take a look at Gary Lewis lining up in a double tight end type situation, and it's just a simple reverse.
Curtis Jordan again comes up a little short. Bless his heart. He's been close to all the guys that scored all night.
And the day of television, you don't want to be
Wow.
picked up too often close to the man who scores. Gary Ellis puts the Packers back out on top. They love the Packers here in Green Bay. As we begin the fourth quarter, they are as one on their feet. And they have something to cheer about tonight. Last week, a pitiful effort against Detroit. Detroit beating the Pack 38-14. They have roared back now and challenging the Redskins. They have the lead, 38-33. Mike Nelms brings it out for Washington. And a good return out to the 30-yard line. And Washington's offensive unit comes onto the field.
Well, I bet this is the Packer team my old coach John McKay saw a few weeks ago.
That sounds like the same one to me. They got off to a roaring start.
Yeah, 49 points in the first half.
First down, 10, Washington. Live action. The screen. Art Monk. Good defensive effort. Mike McCoy there for the Pack.
Well, that play didn't fool anyone. They were lucky to get 5 yards out of it.
But they did get 5, and it's a pretty good offensive play, I'd say. After the Packers are all fired up and you got these fans behind them, throw something that you know you're going to complete. Maybe you pick up something. They picked up 5, could have picked up some more.
They've actually marked it at the 33s. Give them 4. It'll be second down and 6. Joe Washington seeing a lot of action here in the second half. That's the single setback, and here comes Joe Washington. And Washington looking for the first down. He's very close. He needed to get to the 40. He got a good block by Russ Grimm, the big left guard, pulling in front of the play. He just buried the defensive linebacker for the Packers on the left side. Third down, less than a yard. Riggins. They call on Big John. He gets the first down. Out over the 42, close to the 43. First down, Washington. A lot of points on that board. 38-33, the most we've ever had on Monday night back in 1982. Which wasn't back that far, was it? Well, it was Cincinnati and San Diego. They really got it on. They racked up 84 points.
Well, we have plenty of time to surpass that tonight.
Fourth quarter action. The Packers lead the Redskins 38-33. First down, Washington. Theismann. Monk is there, and Monk will have the first down near the 30-yard line of Green Bay, right in the arms of Mark Lee.
That was a well-thrown ball. Joe had a little pressure coming in there.
Little.
A little pressure.
He was coming.
Look at Art kind of holding his elbow. Let's take a look at it here. Art Monk at the bottom. Downtown Charlie Brown up at the top, and Joe right in the middle there.
I think Theismann just reading the free safety, finding the man who had individual coverage, and in this case, it was Art Monk.
You saw a little bit of a blitz that came in there. It really wasn't that effective. That's George Cumbie, number 52, that came in, but it flipped on down, and Monk got it.
Live action, first and 10. Go Washington. Another opening on the right side, and Washington, a very intelligent runner, using his blockers, gets the first down around the 20. First down and 10, the Redskins, 20-yard line of the Pack.
Well,
Joe
let's run
Washington.
it the other way.
And Washington almost breaks off a big one, but he's tripped up. It was Byron Braggs who collected Joe Washington as he tried to come back around on the right side. A gain of a couple. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
Well, it's the same play they've been running. They did a little counter and went the other way with it.
2nd down, long 8. Theismann with a good move and then a good shot.
You bet.
Fires it in to Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown down somewhere around the 2-yard line, but I'll tell you, Charlie Brown had hooked up. Don, you saw it, and then Joe Theismann just directed the traffic. He said, run the slant.
That's really having composure, I guess, is a good word for that, because he really was trying to go to the other side, Frank. You're right. And he came back, saw Charlie over his hook up, says, move, Charles, move.
Well, Charlie did a great thing because he wanted to go to Charlie on the hook, but George Cumbie was coming over so fast, and they both guys made a super adjustment on it.
1st down, goal to go. The Redskins roaring right back. Looking to take the lead once again in a seesaw battle.
You think Riggins is going to get it?
You got to scoop if he doesn't. Riggins pulling into the end zone.
You know he's going to get it, and they still can't stop you. You know they got a pretty good horse, right?
The guy they have to stop is Joe Jacoby and Russ Grimm on the left side. They just, like I said earlier, they look like housing projects.
Yeah, you're looking at about 380 pounds there. Actually, 480 pounds.
That's Grimm turning inside, and he puts the screen block on Cumbie, and Riggins just surges in for the touchdown, and Mark Mosley adds the extra point, and the Redskins take the lead once again, 40-38.
First team to 50 wins.
And we're getting close here in Green Bay with 9:57 remaining in the game. The Jockocracy, Frank Gifford, O.J. Simpson, Don Meredith, and we like this kind of football.
It is
Yeah,
really
it's my
fun.
kind of ball.
Yeah, Charlie Brown's been limping a little bit. Best we can figure out, it's either an ankle or foot of some sort, because they keep going over there. We don't really have any information from it as the kickoff goes in the air.
Hayes hits it. This is Huckabee. Bobbles it. Gets it back on the first dribble. And turns it into something out over the 30-yard line for good field position for quarterback Lynn Dickey. This is the one where Theismann kind of directs the traffic. Set up that first down goal to go.
Yeah, he's really going to the right. You see him make his little move. Says, hey, come on, Charles, move. And he did. Charlie Brown almost made it in there. Maybe it looked like he fell. Could have been that sore ankle or foot or whatever it is that's bothering him a little bit.
Green Bay brings it up. Lofton split to the right. Jefferson to the left. Dickey looks over a 1st and 10 at his own 32. Play action by Dickey. Jefferson wide open. He'll have the 1st down. He's inside Redskin territory near the 49.
Oh, we got some offense tonight, haven't we?
18-yard pickup.
J.J., I think, was a little surprised he wasn't hit. I think he thought the guy was right there on him. Made his catch and braced for the hit, and it didn't come.
Did a little hitch. A little hitch in his get along.
That'll do it. Hitch and you get along. We'll do it. Catch it on, man.
I hang around with you.
You are sharp.
Packers again. 1st down. Just inside Washington territory. Dickey looks downfield, checks off to Mike Mead, and Mike Mead will get 5 yards to the 45-yard line, but Dickey wanted to go deep. The man was not open. Mel Kaufman defensively again.
Meade did a good job of catching that ball. It was sort of low, and he was running away from it. Reached back. Evidently has some excellent hands.
Here's Joe Washington having a little wardrobe fix over there in the sidelines. Second down, long 5. Lofton split to the right, trying to pick up the automatics by Dickey, and he's screaming them out. Good call, and a great catch by Kaufman. Lofton gets the ball inside the 30-yard line of Washington, and that one, credit Dickey, because he still even get single coverage on Lofton. Called for that little zig out, and Lofton ran it beautifully.
You're looking at 2 of the greatest receivers that come into this game in a lot of years. 1978, they came in the league with another guy named Wes Chandler.
If either one of them were open, looked like, didn't it?
Lofton with a tremendous move on Darrell Green for the first down at the 28-yard line. Meade is tripped up. Good play again by Mel Kaufman, who's playing a football game tonight. A loss of about 3 yards on that. It'll be second down 13, and every time that I can recall on second and real long yardage, Washington has come with the blitz. And they have used mostly a safety blitz in this situation.
That marriage is certainly going to work.
Yeah, we saw a good young married couple today at the hotel.
That's right. It's nice.
It's
Honeymoon
nice.
here.
Everybody's getting married.
Dickey with a quick count.
Not everybody.
And good defensive play. And a field goal would put the Packers back in the lead. But one would suspect they need a few more yards to make certain for Jan Stenerud. Third down, 13. Lofton right. Phil Epps has joined the wide receivers, Lofton and John Jefferson. Dickey, wide open, down the sidelines.
Oh,
yeah. Mike Meade.
Beautiful move.
And a great call by Bob Schnelker. He put all three wide receivers deep. He sent Mike Meade into the flat, beat the linebacker, touchdown, Green Bay. What a football game.
Looked like Nehemiah going in the end zone, hurtling over the guy, huh?
He did. And Dickey loved it. You see the expression on his face, a little wink in his eye. Hey, he said, we got him again.
End zone replay here. You
Dickey's
see
a good
Meade
actor, too. Look at him look deep.
throws to his man running a little out pattern on a backer.
I tell you, it was right in there, too, wasn't it? Here's
Nehemiah right here. All right.
Nehemiah was a bullfrog.
Jan Stenerud can break the all-time Monday night mark for points scored. We have 84 thus far scored. We now have 85. That's the highest we've ever had on the Monday night series. With 7:23 remaining.
All right.
I love it.
Eddie Garcia to kick off. Mike Nelms is deep for Washington. The Packers on top, 45-40.
Isn't that amazing? 45-40. First team to 50.
Well, we're going to see if you're right.
Nelms from the 9-yard line. And this time, Nelms is held at the 26-yard line. Hustling down there, Tim Lewis, the #1 draft pick of the Green Bay Packers, the rookie from Pittsburgh. And let's go back a moment ago. Phil Epps was in there along with Jefferson and Lofton. They all went deep. Dickey took a long deep. Meade circled out of the backfield, broke it off to the left, and he was wide open.
That was right on the money, too, though. Good pass. Ooh. You like that, didn't you?
Yeah, I like that.
You like it. Right.
And
Slide
here
in
comes
there.
Washington. If you recall the Raider game earlier this year, you know that they'll stay in there. They don't lose their poise.
What?
And Art Monk just overthrown by Joe Theismann.
One of the few passes that he has missed tonight. He's been on the money pretty much. Let's see.
Spit it out. Come
All
on.
right. He's been on the money most of the time.
Wershing.
There you go.
Ray,
Ray Wershing. You've already done that.
Yeah, that was my problem.
Okay.
7:07 remaining. Looks like a pinball machine.
It does, doesn't it?
Second down and 10. Don Warren, the tight end, adjusts. That's Giaquinto, number 30, in motion. Theismann has Monk, and he's open at midfield. It'll be first down, Washington at their own 49-yard line. Take a look at Monk. Now, he just came back a couple of weeks ago. He had been out with a bad knee. His timing could be off just a little, but he goes up, comes down with it, and gets the first down. Great football player out of Syracuse, where he had tremendous marks as a running back as well as a wide receiver, Art Monk. First and 10, Washington. Nobody home there.
Somebody, there, he got it.
And Washington ran into some Packers on the left, brought it back to the right, and picks up 6 yards when it looked like he was going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they were trying to run that little counter they've been running all day, and it appears that the Green Bay Packers on the sideline got together and said, hey, made a little adjustment to stop that. As you can see, he'll take that step to his right, he's going to his left, and they made a nice little adjustment to stop that play, but Joe Washington, being the fine runner he is, made an adjustment himself.
That's right.
2nd down and 4. Washington again. And again an opening, and Washington will have a 1st down inside the 40-yard line of Green Bay. And a game that has been remarkably free of penalties. And it almost seems as if the team that has the ball last is going to win.
They're using, we mentioned earlier, they've got really 2 basic philosophies of offense, and they're kind of dictated by the running back they have in there. They have Joe Washington now. A little bit more of those kind of float a little bit, and let's see if we can find an opening. Where Riggins, they just try to run over you.
Yeah, I think they use Riggins more when they're sitting on a lead and to control the ball, and when they have to score, they seem to go with Washington.
That's probably right, yeah.
1st down and 10, Washington.
A little more explosive.
Play action, Theismann.
Boom.
Theismann will be sacked.
Credit that to the defensive secondary of the Green Bay Packers.
Byron Braggs reigns all over Theismann. There will be a loss of 7 and good coverage downfield. You're right on, O.J. Theismann had no place to put it.
Well, I'm not going to turn them out, I'll guarantee you. I might not turn this one out till it's all over.
Yeah.
In November the 27th, 1966, there were 113 points scored.
By whom?
72 by Washington, and figure out the rest of it, they were playing the Giants.
41. Oh, juice, your math is incredible.
You have got it.
Theismann back on 2nd down and 16. Got a man going deep. Giaquinto
Oh,
he makes a great catch.
Was that
That's
nice?
2 tonight for Giaquinto, right down the sideline, the same play.
We talked about him earlier. He is a tremendous receiver. Don Shula found that out when he was with Miami, and Washington uses him well.
He ran this play earlier in the game where he just swung out of the backfield and went down the sideline. He evidently is a lot faster than I thought he was.
1st down, 10, the ball at the 11-yard line. Joe Washington looks for the end zone, but takes it out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
This is a crazy game,
Yeah.
isn't it? This is a crazy one. I love it.
That's the time remaining. And they'll have a hard time tying it because it's 45-40.
Ezra Johnson's limping out there. You don't want him hurt because he's one of the big cogs over there in that.
And there's a
defensive
Redskin
line.
down also, Don. I'd like to apologize. We just have a moment here. We are on what we call backup audio. We've had audio difficulties throughout the evening. And if the sound maybe sounds a little different than you ordinarily get out of your set, well, then our apologies.
Frank Gifford apologizing for a break-up in sound until it clears, which should be soon. Miles, take us through it.
My big break. The Redskins on attack. 2nd down and 4 to go at the Packers' 5-yard line. Washington. Ringo stops him. Cold. Probably a gain of 1 yard. Excellent defense against the rush for the Green Bay Packers. 3rd down and a long 3 for the Redskins.
Joe Gibbs looking thoughtful there. What do you think he's going to do, Miles?
He's got 2 choices. He can either run with the ball, give it to Riggins, and let him do his Super Bowl act, or he'll throw. 5 yards to a touchdown, I think he'll throw. Redskins again, 3rd down and 3 long. Washington in motion. Theismann back, looking. Touchdown! Theismann finds Washington in the end zone.
He's having a good game, isn't he, Washington?
He's been doing an excellent job tonight. Besides rushing very well, let's take a look at it. Washington in motion. Lets the tight end get out of the way, cuts it back into the end zone. Theismann hits him with the big one. That was one-on-one excellent play against Mad Dog Douglas. Super play.
See those dancing feet.
And Joe Washington, Mark Mosley converts the conversion. Washington 47-45. 2:50 left in the game.
Do you think we're going to see 100 points?
They're racing at it. A lot of time left. Green Bay at home, they'll come back.
Well, I'm pleased to say the sound problem has now cleared itself. We rejoin ABC.
And here comes Huckabee from the 14-yard line. And Huckabee with another good return out to the 35. And Lynn Dickey brings out a fired-up offensive unit.
It's our turn, guys. He said, let's go.
Yep.
They're playing our dance. Let's go.
This is our serve.
This is our song.
All they have to do is hold their serve this time, and they can possibly win the game.
Well, Frank made a good point. Unless they score too quickly. If they score too quickly, they get the ball back. They don't have a shot.
92 points.
Bill Epps is in there, wide receiver, the great speedster out of TCU. Youngster, 12th round draft pick a year ago. He made this ball club, and he is a dangerous deep threat. He's split now, top of your screen.
Looks like he might even have man-to-man coverage out there.
Gary Ellis, single setback.
He does.
And the tight end, Kaufman, does not hold on. Good defensive coverage. That's Monty Coleman, just activated today. His first action of the season. He is a good pass defender. Second down and 10.
Monty hasn't forgotten anything on his few days off.
Kaufman is out, 3 wide receivers in, 2 setbacks. Dickey.
Oh, boy.
And incomplete. Gary Ellis did not hold on. He did not have first down yardage. Again, Coleman back there defensively along with Ken Coffey as the Redskins now stay in their prevent.
We're getting into a point where we're going to have to make an interesting decision on the Green Bay side. The way they're moving the ball right now, I have a feeling, despite the field position, they're going to have to go for it on 4th down. What do you think, Don?
Well, not from here, I don't think. On their own.
Well, with 2
I
minutes
think the
and 34
decision
seconds.
decided on the fact Washington's only punted once tonight.
Yeah.
Well, what do you guys know?
3rd down and 10. This stadium all of a sudden has gone quiet.
Wow. Not now.
Gary Ellis in a sprint for the end zone. He loses it at the 7. It'll be first down, goal to go. 2 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the game. And the man that ran him down, Darrell Green, the great sprinter from Texas A&I.
And when he ran Tony Dorsett down earlier this year in a game, he proved to all the football players in America that he can run anybody down in the NFL.
What a football game, and what a shot by Lynn Dickey to Gary Ellis.
I didn't even see this. You know what I'm talking about? I want to see it again. But it had to be. That's threading the needle, isn't it? That's Monty Coleman. It's right there behind him. He had it pretty well covered, but look at Green take off.
Here's where you got to go in your zigzag. Zag. Zig.
He should have zigged.
That will bring us to the 2-minute warning.
He zigged when he should have zagged.
And the Packers have a first down, goal to go, 8-yard line of the Washington Redskins. Gary Ellis has made a lot of big plays tonight, none bigger than the one he just pulled off with Lynn Dickey. It's first down, goal to go. The Pack has the football, 8-yard line of the Washington Redskins.
And Frank, I think they have to get 7 points. As you say, the danger, they may score too quickly.
And look at Eddie Lee Ivory cover that football up because the Redskins are noted for tackling that ball. They've got some good old heads down there. We'll rip it out of there.
You want to know why they ran the ball? They want the Redskins to use up their timeout.
And the Redskins accommodated them right there. They just called one.
And they have 1 remaining. Fun night in Green Bay.
It sure is. I've had a lot more fun here than the last couple of times I've been in Green Bay.
Oh, I tell you what, last time I was here, I got a cracked rib.
Did you ask for a room without you?
We don't want to get into that.
Okay.
Joe Gibbs. And he has watched the Packers on one of their high moments. And they've had their ups and their downs this season. And this might be the best of it all. They are 2 points down, 1:53 remaining in the game. The Redskins have 1 timeout. And again, Eddie Lee Ivory, his sole purpose now is to cover up the football, make sure it's not stripped. And the Redskins use their final timeout, 1:47 remaining in the game. And Lynn Dickey comes over to the sidelines, and what a game he's had. Dickey tonight, 22 of 31, 387 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Is not over. 3rd down, goal to go. The Redskins cannot stop the clock.
Jan Stenerud.
And if the Pack does not get in with a very conservative play, I would imagine, you will see the man you just looked at, Jan Stenerud. And he's one of many of them. Eddie Lee Ivory covering the football. Neil Olkowitz defensively for the Redskins.
And he's played a pretty good game tonight, Olkowitz has. It's hard to find a really outstanding defensive performance tonight because there's been so much offense. But Neil's been around the ball.
I think they'll take a 5-yard penalty here.
They might take a
run the
5-yard
clock down.
penalty. They're on the left hash mark, and it could be the Redskins might even decline it.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
The tougher angle from here than it would be from 5 more yards.
30-second clock ticking down, 10 seconds remaining. Obvious now that Green Bay wants the 5-yard penalty. Jan Stenerud making the lazy stroll out to the huddle. There it is, delay of game.
And don't think for a minute he doesn't have any pressure on him right now. You know, we're assumed that he'll make the field goal. I think he's feeling a little bit of pressure, even though it's a short field goal.
You know what? You guys are really sharp because Frank was even right. They didn't take that penalty, so they're going to leave it right there where it is. Boy, it's so nice working with guys like you. They're experts in this game.
Credit this man, Bart Starr, with a great effort. Number one, taking an offensive line. We had to move the tackle over to the guard, bring in a less experienced player, and here it is. This could be the ball game. 21-yard attempt. Do they love it in Green Bay?
They love it in Green Bay.
I think America is loving this one.
I sure am.
So now the Pack will kick off. There will be 54 seconds for the Redskins to answer back. And all they need is the field goal.
105 points.
First to 50 wins.
95 points. I was talking about how great I...
Come on, you went to USC, my man.
Well, that's one of the reasons.
Yeah, that is.
You got you have people that do the counting.
All right. It's 7 and 8 is 15, 40 and 4.
That's good. Put your shoes back on.
Well, I said we're going to go to 100 points here.
That's Bucky Scribner, the punter. And what a job the holder must do. Stenerud had that head down. Classic form. We've been looking at it for so many years.
Yeah, they knew it. He said, oh, it's nothing. It's just part of my job. Hey, it's just part of my job. Look at that, man. Look what it's done to him, though.
39 years of age.
Just another winning field goal, maybe. Eddie Garcia will kick off. Mike Nelms is deep. I don't think he'll see the ball. Yes, they kick straight away, and it will be Nelms. And Nelms to the 26-yard line where he's hit and hit hard.
And here it comes.
Again, a reminder, the Redskins have no more timeouts. And that's kind of a rough row to hoe for Joe Theismann.
All they need is a field goal, though.
That's true.
One big reception, and they'll be in field goal range.
I guarantee right now that Joe Theismann thinks he can do it.
Well, I'm not so convinced that he can either, so I'm not going to hum any tunes right now.
On the rollout.
Now, that eats up a lot of time.
And complete, intended for Art Monk, and there are 43 seconds remaining in the game.
We may not have this many points next Sunday night, but I expect a very similar kind of game between the L.A. Raiders and the Cowboys. I think we'll have a really good, close contest. Looking forward to that one.
Quick look at Bob Schnelker as he passes by Lynn Dickey, who's had a tremendous night for Green Bay. Second down and 10.
Not a bad night for Theismann.
The Redskins from their 27. Joe Washington kills the clock, steps out of bounds at his own 36-yard line. 37 seconds remaining.
Remember, they only need a field goal.
It's a very important play. If he could have tackled him in bounds, they would have had to come right up to the line of scrimmage and wouldn't have been able to call another play.
Mark Mosley, the field goal kicker, even though he set that tremendous record of 23 consecutive a year ago, his longest kick in his career, and it's been a long career, is 51 yards. And one questions whether he still has that leg. Third down and 2. Washington once again, and Washington kills the clock with a first down at the 49 and 31 seconds remaining.
All right, one more of those. I like it.
You got to give them credit. That's why they're the world champions. They got John Riggins to protect the lead, and they got Joe Washington when they have to go and get the lead.
Green Bay thinking everything now to the outside. With 31 seconds, one wonders maybe if you don't call 2 plays in the huddle, go up the middle. That's where you'll get the big gainer.
That's right. And line up in a hurry and throw it out of bounds and kill the clock.
And they need to get the ball to just about Green Bay's 30-yard line for Mosley to have a chance.
Don Warren, number 85, is the guy going down the middle.
Theismann had to throw it away to save the sack.
That's right. Good move by Theismann. Kill the clock, too.
Boy, it would have taken a lot of guts on the official to throw the flag on that one.
That's right.
I got a feeling everybody knew. He threw it away.
That was Mark Murphy all the way up there in Joe Theismann's face.
That was Murphy that was back in the backfield.
From the safety position of Green Bay.
Wow, I didn't even see that. That's nice. They're throwing everything out of Martin.
Well,
second down, 26 seconds remains.
That is Murphy. He says, come on, boy.
Theismann has the time. Washington. And Washington this time to the 41-yard line.
Not quite close enough.
But he'll have a first down.
And they have time enough for at least 2 more passes. This game may come down to Mosley, and we may see Mr. Gary Lewis have an effect on this game yet.
Gary Lewis, of course, the designated kick blocker for Green Bay, having blocked 12 kicks, conversions to field goals in the last 12 games. A lot of drama still to be played with 21 seconds remaining.
Green Bay's a little slow getting out of their huddle.
They've got a double coverage set, so the middle should be open. But nope, they don't even have anybody down there. There he goes.
There's the shot that you waited for.
That is
Fired to Charlie Brown. It's at the 21-yard line. Theismann has another play called already.
10, 9,
2
8.
seconds
Well, they have
remaining.
time to get the field goal team on the field.
They'll kill the clock with the incompletion, and Mark Mosley will come out.
Second.
Is that fun?
What a game. Mark Mosley now is the man on the spot.
Is this fun?
3 seconds on the clock, and here he is. And he is, like Jan Stenerud, been in this situation so many times before.
Keep an eye on number 81.
Mosley on the night, field goals, 42, 28, 31, and 28. And this will be
Now, if you ever want
a 39-yard attempt.
do a fake field goal and you can walk in.
Gary Lewis goes up.
It.
Mosley misses to the right. And the Packers have won the game. And the Packers fans are coming out onto the field. Mark Mosley missing from 39 yards out. A tremendous comeback effort on the part of the Redskins. They started deep in their own territory with no timeouts remaining. Theismann doing a masterful job with Joe Washington to get into field goal position. And it missed to the right. And a tremendous victory for the Green Bay Packers to now draw to within 1 game of Minnesota in their division, Central Division NFC, while Washington falls to 5-2, but maintaining second place
The party's over.
in the NFC East behind undefeated Dallas.
Say that all good things must end. Way to go, Bart.
Well, well, what can you say about that?
A real shootout. Whew. The game plan for both teams were right on the money. In 6 games, the Redskins' pass defense had already given up 12 touchdowns. The Green Bay offensive strategy? Throw the receivers at the Redskins. Jefferson, Lofton, Epps, Kaufman, with Lynn Dickey pulling the trigger. On the other side, the Packers had a Swiss cheese run defense, giving up 154 rushing yards per game. The Washington strategy? Give it to the bulldozer, Riggins, and stamp them into the ground. So the race was on, each team working on the other's weakness. In the end, both teams were right. Washington outrushed Green Bay 184 yards to 70. Green Bay outpassed Washington 408 yards to 368. So what's the bottom line? The missed Mark Mosley field goal. And remember, he missed another crucial field goal attempt in the season opening loss to Dallas. In the Here Today, Going tomorrow world of the place kicker, the pressure is definitely mounting on Mark Mosley.
Well, now let's have a look at the rest of this week's results.
San Francisco 49ers 32, New Orleans Saints 13. As Mark Mosley moped, the 49ers' Ray Wershing kicked a team record 6 field goals in an undistinguished game in New Orleans. This Wendell Tyler effort was San Francisco's only touchdown.
Cleveland Browns 17, Pittsburgh Steelers 44. The Browns came to Pittsburgh having failed to win there on the last 13 occasions, and the Steelers had no intention of relinquishing their hold. Quarterbacks Cliff Stout equaled the Steelers' record by completing 13 passes in a row, including this one for Calvin Sweeney to score.
Buffalo Bills 30, Baltimore Colts 7. Buffalo really asserted their authority thanks to a dominating performance from quarterback Joe Ferguson, who had a career-best game with 11 straight passes, including this touchdown pass to Frank Lewis, which gave the Bills a 24-7 halftime lead.
New York Giants 17, Kansas City Chiefs 38. Kansas City quarterback Bill Kenny also passed for a career-best 342 yards, including 4 touchdowns, the most important being to Henry Marshall, tying the score at 17 apiece.
St. Louis Cardinals 34, Tampa Bay Buccaneers 27. Tampa is still without a win this year despite this Hugh Green 33-yard interception return. The Buccaneers just could not get it together to overhaul the Cardinals.
Houston Oilers 14, Minnesota Vikings 34. There was no glimmer of light for new coach Chuck Studley as the Oilers flopped yet again to a Viking side who were given all the time and space they needed to run up a comfortable victory, as illustrated by this 50-yard run by nose guard Charlie Johnson.
Miami Dolphins 32, New York Jets 14. For the second week running, the Dolphins gave Dan Marino a chance to establish a regular place as starting quarterback, and he rewarded Coach Don Shula with an impressive performance, including this 66-yard touchdown pass to Nat Moore.
Cincinnati Bengals 17, Denver Broncos 24. Steve DeBerg keeps John Elway in the shadows. Another impressive display from the Broncos' second-string quarterback was rounded off by this 7-yard scoring pass to Rick Parros, which gave Denver the winning lead.
LA Raiders 36, Seattle Seahawks 38. It was a nightmare game for veteran quarterback Jim Plunkett, who was sacked no fewer than 8 times before being replaced in the fourth quarter by Mark Wilson. The Seahawks' Jim Zorn also had an unhappy match, but at least this 18-yard touchdown run was some consolation as the Seahawks held on for victory.
Chicago Bears 17, Detroit Lions 31. Lions quarterback Eric Hipple left the field injured in the third quarter, only to return with just a minute left to run in this 8-yard touchdown to give the Lions a comfortable win.
Philadelphia Eagles 7, Dallas Cowboys 37. This was a significant victory for the Cowboys against one of the strongest defenses in the NFL. Coach Tom Landry must have been encouraged by Tony Dorsett, who scored his first touchdown of the season with this 7-yard run in the third quarter.
Atlanta Falcons 21, LA Rams 27. The Rams stole this game with 17 seconds remaining when Vince Ferragamo hit Mike Gooman with this 2-yard touchdown pass. This was the 4th game in a row where the Falcons lost the lead in the final quarter.
San Diego Chargers 21, New England Patriots 37. The Chargers were ahead 21-13 midway through the third period before the Patriots turned on the heat with this, the first of 2 touchdowns for informed Tony Collins.
So let's see how these results affect the league standings. In the AFC Eastern Division, Buffalo's win over Baltimore takes them clear, while the Jets look down and out.
Likewise, the Steelers' win over the Browns gave them breathing space at the top of the AFC Central Division.
And in the Western Division, victories for the Broncos and the Seahawks have put pressure on the LA Raiders.
Over to the NFC Eastern Division, where the Cowboys have it wrapped up, and the Redskins will have to work for a wild card playoff spot.
In the Central Division, the Packers will keep chasing Minnesota right up to the last bell, but look at poor old Tampa.
But it's still open season in the West, as the 49ers and the Rams have to be aware of the enigmatic Saints in third place.
You know, I must stop saying that this game is the best game we're ever likely to see, because each week the games just seem to get better and better. And the prospect of next Sunday's encounter between the LA Raiders and the unbeaten Cowboys whets the appetite even more. I can't wait. But for now, for Theismann's Redskins, there's a heartache tonight.
Good night.